So someone wrote in and said that he sounded a little sheepish, like he wasn't sure that it was okay to ask, but he said, I really like dating older women. I'm 24, and I just adore dating women in their late 30s, 40s, even early 50s, and it's just really fun for me. But I feel kind of ashamed. People call that cougar hunting, and is that okay? And how do I find them? So this is Elizabeth Wood, Dan Powers, and I'm Cathy Bartulli. They're from
Beyond the Bedroom.
Hey, yeah, that was really good. And I'm from
just like we planned it.
Yeah, you practiced. And I'm from the Intimacy Dojo. So what are your thoughts?
Well, I was in that situation once, and it was really fun and really exciting.
You were hunted?
I was actually pursued, yes. And I actually said yes to a gentleman who was 14 years younger than I was. But this is right when Ashton Kutcher and Demi started to date, long before they were married. So I thought, I felt sexy. Mm-hmm. And, that sort of lustfulness of that young hunger. And it was totally fine until somebody said, who is he with? Is that his mother? But anyway, I had a ball until that comment. So it was a lot of fun. Yeah. It really was.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all, as long as it's consensual. And you may have to deal with some society. I dated someone who was 18 years younger than me for 6 months. And we had a really nice time, but it kind of, after a while, I didn't feel like there was as much in common as I wanted to have.
Right.
But I don't think it's, as long as it's mutually satisfying, there's nothing wrong with it.
I absolutely agree. Well, I'm being a little bit older man now, but, younger, the experience of an older woman, one of the things that I've found is women, when they get into their 40s and especially in their 50s, they kind of throw off some of the societal
they just start having
withholds.
fun.
Yeah. It's like, okay, my parents either aren't around or I don't care. They're throwing off religion, maybe. They've been in a relationship and maybe have gotten divorced. And it's like, I want to start having fun now.
Yeah.
And so they've got some experiences and they've got some hunger themselves. And it can be so much fun for both. It's mutually beneficial in that respect. And I absolutely think there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. Now, would I want to have a long-term relationship that way? Maybe not.
Everybody gets to choose. Right. There's nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're both having fun and you're both enjoying it, and you have things to talk about, so it's not always just sexual, you have some really common or similar interests. They don't have to all be, But if there's similar interests and you can keep the conversation going, I think that bodes well for the longevity.
Yeah, and I think everybody has different likes. Like, some people don't like dating or having sex with bigger women. Some people are like, yeah, that's really fun, or I don't care, you're an amazing person, I want to sleep with you. And so you just have to get out there and meet people. The more people you meet, and if you're willing to share what you want, that makes a huge difference. Mm-hmm. So something like that, maybe FetLife might be a good place.
Yeah, and I think I would assume that there are some dating websites that might be, like Cougar-related websites. Yeah. I wouldn't know what they were called.
Well, even OkCupid has a lot of flexibility in what age ranges you can choose, and they're pretty friendly. So,
try it.
We have a friend that has a Cougar limousine service.
Oh, wow.
So she really caters to that Cougar kind of relationship.
So drive for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds a lot of fun. Oh, I hope you try it.
Yeah. And one thing you can do is learn to be okay with who you are. So it is surprising, the first is that your mother, you're like, all the stereotypes. But after a while, like, if you kind of got, no, she's not my mother, she's my date. Mm-hmm. And that's really hot. Mm-hmm. It's like, I get to like what I want, and this person's with me, and I'm really proud of it. That would be fun.
Oh, and I was also really excited when I was called, I didn't know what the word was a long time ago, MILF. Oh. And they're like, oh yeah, you're a hot MILF. And I'm like, what does that stand for? And then I was like, when they told me what MILF stood for, I was like, wait, I'm not a mother. And then I was like, wait a second. I love it. So, I mean, it's exciting to know that somebody that's young and youthful, especially as we hover right around the big 5-0, I found it really exciting that somebody younger would say, wow, that's a real, that's a beauty. That's a gorgeous hottie.
Yeah, and I think we're expanding our age range of what is sexual. It used to be that it was kind of shameful to date someone who was in their 40s because they should have given up that sex stuff. Mm-hmm. Whereas I've been to play parties where there have been 67-year-olds having a blast in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
So there's still chance for you.
Yes.
Find cougars.
Still chance.
Thank God.
Yeah. Thanks very much for asking. We'd love to hear your
questions.
comments. Yeah. What do you think? Where do you find cougars if you're looking for one?
Mm-hmm. Let us know.
Yeah. Dan wants to know.
Right.
Congratulations on taking this time for yourself and learning these things. If you'd like to follow more of this, you can subscribe to my channel here. Social media is up here. And there's more videos of this type here. See you soon.